What's up, gamers? Gamer Rant here. So, yeah, here we are again. Final Fantasy 15. All right. So let's read this here comment from this young lady. Square just had an amazing event and gave so much to us, and people are still complaining. Demo wasn't long enough. No PC port. They're wasting time and money on the anime/movie when they could be working on the game. Some people are just so ungrateful. You know something, Sam? You're right. Some people are ungrateful. This is a logical fact. But at the same time, you also fail to miss that some people just are simply voicing their thoughts and concerns about something that they are passionate about. I mean, look at you. Well, technically, I wouldn't call it passion. I would call it fangirlism, because fangirl, fanboy, they don't really rationally think about something. They just, they defend something because somebody like Square Enix can do no wrong. Yeah, let's talk about this. So let's quickly talk about the demo, shall we? Was the demo short? Yeah, it was short. But it's a demo. So, yeah, people that are complaining are honestly doing that. They're complaining. I mean, it says the word demo in it. If you've never played a demo before, maybe you should have actually researched that concept. If you have played a demo before, maybe I don't really know what to say to you. Maybe you just haven't played a demo in a while, all right? Not to mention, if you were just the person that went in there straight to the story from point A to point B, obviously it's going to be pretty short. The same thing happens in the first demo. If you actually do it from point A to point B, don't sidetrack, that shit is going to be quick as balls. You're going to get done pretty damn quick. It's going to seem real short. I mean, I could understand if they had tried to sell this to you, and yes, I get that it's free, but when I say sell to you, I mean metaphorically, not literally. If they tried to sell this to you as a full-on game, as in it did not have the word demo anywhere in the title of it, then I could say that yes, you would no longer be complaining. You'd be voicing your thoughts and concerns about something that is justifiable, because they sold it to you as if it was going to be a full game, or at least somewhat of a full game. But in this case, it specifically states it's a demo. So if you went into this with expectations of 40 hours of gameplay, you can only blame your incompetent, ignorant self. Now let's talk about the PC. Let's talk about the PC. Shall we? That is actually justifiable. That isn't bitching. That isn't complaining. That is voicing your thoughts and concerns about something that an individual is passionate about. No different than this Sam chick commenting on what she thinks people is bitching. She's doing it because she's passionate about Final Fantasy. But at the same time, if you're going to lay claim to make a comment like that, you need to at least use your brain and some simple common sense to understand that not everything people talk about or give their opinion about is them bitching and complaining. If you can honestly prove that that's exactly what they're doing, then all right, call it what it is. But at the end of the day, just because if you have an Xbox One or you got a PS4 and you're going to get to play it, that does not mean that people who would like to play it on a PC are bitching about it. Unless they're coming up with retarded excuses for why there's no PC port. Like if you got a PC gamer who's mad that there's no PC port of Final Fantasy 15, and they're using the iteration, for example, if they wouldn't have done the anime, if they wouldn't have done the movie, they could have created the PC port of the game. then yeah, that person is bitching because they're not using their fucking brain, alright? Game developers don't make anime. Game developers don't do the CGI film. Completely different departments. In fact, I guarantee you Square Enix simply teamed up with other companies that specialize in CGI movies and anime series and worked with them to create both of these. So they probably had a representative there, and that probably was it. It's not like they had a game developer, game programmer, graphic designer go there to create this stuff. So if you got a PC gamer using that kind of excuse, then yeah, they're bitching and complaining. But if they're just honestly upset that there is not a PC port, then that isn't bitching and complaining. That is voicing their thoughts and concerns about something that they are passionate about. They're passionate about Final Fantasy and they're passionate about PC game. They want to play it on a PC game. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. And for any individual to come on the internet and continuously iterate to these people that they are bitching and complaining only shows how much of a fanboy or fangirl they are. Because why? Square Enix can do no wrong. Final Fantasy games can do no wrong. Or any game could do no wrong. Or any company could do no wrong. The whole ideology when people point out that someone is a fanboy or a fangirl is because they're not using common sense. They don't rationally think about something. And this is one of those scenarios where if you actually took the time to think about it instead of getting pissed off and bitching on the internet, which is kind of ironic, someone bitching about other people that they think is bitching, and actually play it out and be like, okay, that's totally bitching because this is why this is bitching. That's not bitching unless you're doing this. There's always two sides to a story. You can't just group everyone into one group and be like, all PC gamers are bitching about this. No, because it would only be the PC gamers that are using bullshit excuses to why they don't have one. And on a side note, when it came to the first demo that they released, you had to, basically had to buy Type 0 HD. Inside the game was a code that you had to go to the Square website, and then you got to select the platform you wanted to play the demo on. Now, when I did it, it had PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Now, I don't know if that was some kind of error or whatever, because later on, people were asking for a demo for the PC version. Now, if they actually did get a PC version demo of said game, then yes, where is the PC port of said game? If it was canceled and never done, then it's like, why did you make it an option on your website to play the demo on said machine if it wasn't going to be available on said machine? So, as opposed to the demo, yes, that is people honestly bitching and complaining. As opposed to the PC, no PC port, that is a mix. It's half and half. I'm sure there's going to be some PC gamers that are using bullshit excuses, and yes, that would be bitching and complaining. And of course, there's also going to be PC gamers that aren't using it. They just want it on their platform because they're passionate about Final Fantasy. They're passionate about the machine that they use to play their video games with. And that is them voicing their thoughts and concerns. Now, because she iterated it as a separate topic, even though I somewhat touched on it with the PC as an example, any gamer, console player or PC, that is using this excuse, well, oh, so that's why it took so long for them to make the game. They're fucking making this retarded anime in this fucking movie. Pull your head out of your fanboy ass. Or girl ass if you happen to have some hooters on you, alright? And use some motherfucking common sense. Do you really think the developers are there at Square Enix making an anime? If you haven't figured this out from simple common sense, it's called a game development company. And like I already iterated earlier, more than likely, The more logical scenario, they teamed up with 2 other companies or one company to create both of those. And they probably had a couple of representatives, but it wouldn't have been enough to hinder the game. So yes, that would also be people bitching and complaining because they're not using their fucking brain. They're using their fanboy, fangirl brain, and everyone knows anyone that does that is a fucking moron. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video in some fashion or form. And remember, gamers, if you're not voicing your thoughts and concerns about the fanboys and the fangirls, you just might be a part of the motherfucking problem.